Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, we are continuing with blueprints. So, in the last episode, we spoilers if this is your first time seeing this game. We found, I guess I could say without spoilers, we found a thing. We opened a thing. Right there. Yeah. And now we need to adjust some water levels. And I need, oh yeah, that's right, we did the sauna, so we have 90. So we need 3 specific rooms. So we already start with gems, so I'm gonna take... Are you kidding me? The second I start? Well, sorry about that. I actually didn't grab the outer room for this run. So let's go do that quick. Because there's still a ton of outer rooms we haven't seen. I think what I really want is the tool shed. Trading post works, I suppose. Because we haven't actually seen this one yet. And I really don't like the hovel. Dynamite, a little too dangerous to pick up. Oh. Like that? Yeah. What the hell? You have been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by 2. So does that mean I start each day with 2 coins and 2 gems now? I have no items to trade. Okay. Got a little bit of meta progression. Let's go. That is not immediately helpful, but it should be in the future. Before we go too far, which one is the pool? An indoor or Indian pool. Includes some push provided convenient excuse. Standard. So I don't know if there's any. That is an awful place for a storeroom. We don't need the commissary. Corridor, I guess? And not a bad place for a den. Not an awful spot for the nursery. Let's see if we can do den into nursery instead. And the den has a trunk. Like this. Closet could contain 2 of anything. We have enough gems. We don't have a use for coins right now. A die. That is actually very useful. Would have been nice if there was a sledgehammer in there. Coat check. Coat check is currently useless. I think we take the Nook and we start stocking up on keys. Because, like, we don't have anything to shove in the coat check, so it would just be to pull the basement key out right now. Passageway. This being a dead end isn't the end of the world. I think this is a fine place for the storeroom. Key and a gem. It was an optimal place for the passageway. Through here. This is way too central for the chapel. If we took the shelter, it'd be a fine pantry. Reroll. What do we get? The spare room. It works. I'm gonna see if I can get a dead end put in down here first. Bunk room. Yeah, it works. 2 gems. I would have preferred to pull bunk room after nursery. Observatory, dark room, library. Library. Sure. We've looked at the pump manual. We've looked at the censored version of the history of Ordinia. Start. I think I want our mom's book. Because I have a feeling there's going to be clues in that. Here. Rotunda, ballroom, study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw the floor plan up to 8 times. The rotunda can rotate. Wait. Hate that. Drying room. Sure. Boudoir, bedroom. That's a bad spot for the kitchen. And the coat check can go here. We don't need to go in because we don't have any items. Much better spot for the kitchen. The West Wing Hall, though, is the better choice. Here. Oh, making security a dead end. Bedroom. Coin purse. It's something for the code check, at least. Gymnasium. Parlor would get us more gems. Let's get the pantry out of here. The pantry keeps showing up. It at least gives us 2 steps and 5 coins. The garage, the dining room. Oh, I didn't mean to. You know, it's fine. The terrace being here is fine. I meant to click on the other one. But now green rooms don't cost anything, so that's something. I meant to click on the dining hall. Shit. Okay. Sunny. Thank you for the follow. Sunny White. I wonder. Does that affect... You know what, we can check that after we find the pool. And the pump room. Because they're... Commissar. Oh, the gym. I suppose. -2. Oh, hey, it's got running shoes in it. That's something. At least. The nursery, the dark room. You're just gonna give me all the red rooms that require the breaker box without giving me the breaker box, aren't you? I wouldn't even mind if this was the breaker, but it's not. The boudoir at least lets us avoid the dark room for now. And gets us a magnifying glass. I feel like there should be a clue about the boudoir safe in here. But no. Door's locked. Okay. Laboratory. Courtyard. I think we have to take courtyard or the day just ends here, yeah. Okay, metal detector. Sweet, we should have no key problems. Lock this. Secret passage. Oh, I can't access the room menu from here. Crap. Okay, parlor, I guess, because I think the pool is... Oh no, the pool is a 1 gem we could have taken. Observatory. Yoink. Free coin. The gems are in a box that is actually blue. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. And this is blank. So the gems are in a box that is actually blue. Nothing. The gems are in a box with the word blue on it. So if this one is false, this one would be true, which would invalidate this. Would it? Yes, it would. It would make this one. So this one has to be true. Right? Because if this is false, this is the... Oh, thank God. Door locked. Okay, I know I said we'd be good on keys, but we're going through them at a concerning speed. And we need to take the office. Which, oh yeah, there's a safe in here somewhere. Right, according to the conference room, there is a safe in here somewhere. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. Take the notes and move them to the office safe. Just enter. Run payroll. Payroll has our... Oh, that's weekly. Sure, spread the gold. Or... Bop, bop. Anytime now. Staff services, remote access, data transfer. Can I remote access security? No. Damn. Email. Don't need glossary. We've checked the emails. Nothing's changed in them. The conference room said all notes go into the office safe. And we're in the office, but I am not seeing a safe. Doesn't seem to be behind one of the paintings. Camera? No. Finger? No.
Moe.
Jackson, thank you for the follow. Commissary, the workshop, the chapel. That's a bad spot for the chapel, but I think I need branching pathways right now. Gem. Metal detector. Oh, 2 coins. Lock and closet. Commissary. Commissary, I guess. What are we selling? Buy the shovel. We'll buy the key. And let's save that. Another one. Tie without time. Or time without tie. So M. Time. Tie. M. Where are we in the manor? That one. And 2. Okay, let's see if that puzzle repeats when we get this here again. Door's locked. The kitchen. We do need the kitchen. Yeah, we need the kitchen. Start writing the faucet. What's on the menu? The morning room. And we need the trophy room if we want the extra steps. I don't even think I've seen the trophy room before. Let's get the morning room into the draft pool. That gives us gems. Freezer. Freezes your account. They cannot be adjusted or used in... No. No, we need a room that costs gems. Slice. Plus 3 steps. Next one's the one that gives a gem. Alright. Thank you. Least you could do for me after draining gems. And this door right here is going to give me a pool, isn't it? No. Oh, that's perfect. Morning room. Yoink. The paper. Already read that. Is there anything else in this room? Just that, eh? Ooh, 2 ivory dice. And there's the pool. Let's go. Don't even care that it's a T-junction that we put in a dead end. Pool's on board. Now we need the pump room. Church is gonna take its money. Door's locked. Security. Dining room. Still be locked. It's all locked. Okay. So I want to go check something. The office is, oh no, we bought the key. We sold out. We can collect money as we go through. We did buy a shovel. A turnip. 6 steps. Let's go. This one. A few coins. No, we should check the boudoir for cash. Nope. Gym. Okay. So. Rotunda. I do want to check something about the rotunda and its effects on other chambers within the house. I could pick up all the coins I threw to get myself a key. Reservoir is still overfilled. But upgrade disc. We can go shove that in the office. That is still the same chunk as it was last time we were down here. That's still walled off. But this is what I want to check. I feel like this has been rotated. So, oh, but if I can only check 2 possible positions for the rotunda. Okay. Well, at least it gives us knowledge. All the way back. You know, I'm taking the coins. 11, 12, thank you. And rotate. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this 2 more times. Yeah. Come on. One more. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's head up. Hit the commissary. Hit the dining room. unlock the door going to rank 8 so we get access to the meal. To refresh some of our steps. Upgrade disc. What floor plan are we upgrading? The parlor. Two wind-up keys. The funeral parlor. Prizes equal to the amount of red rooms in the house. If you open an empty box in the funeral parlor, you lose 30 steps. And it gives me a second shot at it. That just improves surprise by 1. I think I'm gonna go with that. I use the parlor too much as an early gem source. So just increasing the amount of gems it gives. Oh. Aha. And red notes are lies. Yeah. So that's 2 safes we need a code for. And can I see the kitchen faucet from here? I don't think I can. I'll take a key. Kitchen faucet is still running. Want this door. The pump room. Let's go. Dinner is served. There is a key in here. Let's go. So I can't... Or can I dump water in the fountain? Because I need to get... Reserve tank. Pump control, water source selection. Because I need to get the reservoir down to. Running the tap in the kitchen doesn't do anything to affect the water. I was kind of hoping the kitchen was how we moved water into the reserve tank. But it doesn't seem like it. So we need to put 2 into the well. Are we just gonna go till empty? No. We are. Okay. So... So that's probably both blocked my way into the reservoir and lowered the reservoir's water too much. Because I think we need only 2 here. So the question is, how do we get it so there's only 2 there? I use the fountain. Drain in there. Then the pool's a self-contained system. Is this door locked? Yes. Pool self-contained. Da-da-da-da. 4 is the kitchen. Neutral that. Suck the water out of the kitchen. That gets us to 3. So we can do is suck that in, back to the kitchen, drain it, which will leave us with 1, which you can put into the reservoir. Like so. Then we redrain the kitchen. We drain the 1 bar we want from the fountain. Terrific. We put the buffer back into the kitchen. This doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I didn't screw up. Because this is just going to put everything back in. And it's going to be a 2. Yes. Now. Is that in neutral? We're going to drain the fountain. But there's going to be 2 bars left in the fountain. What's behind this door? Security? It's a little late for security. Eh. Still a T-junction, I guess. Blue memos are true, white memos are lies. Key cards. Door's locked. Door's locked. What is that again? Roast quail? Stuffed quail. Give me that. Steps. All right. Let's go check. What the well's looking like. Or the fountain. Step in the dark room. Dark room power goes out. I have to shoot some hoops every time I go into the basketball room. Okay. And I'm not going to be able to make it to the bottom of the well, right? Nope. So I have to be able to get rid of water somewhere. But the pump manual didn't even tell me how to put water in the reserve tank. The note in the gem mine said something. Wait, before... No, I can't go down. Never mind. The note in the gem mine mentioned something about the reservoir. Didn't it? Last equipment from the new mine. All but one ton from the old tunnel. Switch to rust and worn down. Scrap them. One more cart down there. Locked on a short track. It's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage. Except someone moved to the other side. Boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into the site from that side. So one is the spinny room. But there's another. It could have to do with the last gas pipe. Because, like, this, I think, is the other side. And once we get that moved out of the way, we can tear that down and have an easy access in. But yeah, we need this lit. Okay. Let's go coat check the metal detector. Let's coat check the metal detector. Wait, trading post. Can I get anything new and useful out of the trading post? What's good, my man? Select an item to trade. Running shoes. For Vault Key 370. The coin purse for coupon book. Magnifying glass for a battery pack. Metal detector for the vault key. Shovel for car keys. I didn't take the garage. Yeah. So, what room needs a battery pack? You know what? We're putting the metal detector up. We can. Will you give me that trades for car keys? That trades for salt shaker for a battery pack for ivory dice. Oh, and okay. Battery pack provides juice to contraptions made in the workshop. Okay, we don't have a workshop, and I haven't found any item combos that make a contraption yet. Okay, let's just go drop the metal detector off and call it a day. It was over here. Rotate this. And this one. Hello? You already have an item checked. Take the basement key. Check the metal detector. Excellent. Is there any unique trade for the basement key? I have a feeling they're either going to offer car keys or the vault key. Both of which are currently useless. Basement key. Or a hall pass. You will not lose steps when traveling between two adjoining hallways. Hallways drafted from an adjoining hallway do not cost. Interesting. And yeah, there's no board because we haven't pulled a garage. Okay. That's the day. Call it. Stately bed and breakfast. Cool. Do we found new rooms? Okay. The trading post. I don't know what else. Oh, the rotunda. Trading post in the rotunda. Alright, let's start this again. Start with 4 gems. Master Simon, good morning. It has come to my attention that you have been granted a daily allowance to use while in the estate. If it is convenience for you, I will leave the required sum here in the entry hall each morning. If there's anything else you require, please do not hesitate to ask. Even though we've all been requested to remove ourselves from the premise during your stay, I can assure you I'm still personally overseeing that the estate is at least operating at a baseline standard of service that I hope you will one day come to expect of us. Alright. Thank you, Miss Babbage. Got some coins. What is our outer room for the day? the tomb, the tool shed. I think I want to see the tomb. Because the tomb seems like it might be useful for my current predicament. Each of our journeys come to a conclusion here in the tomb. This floor plan is the definitive dead end, or is it? I don't think it is. Three candles. I think this is another way to get to the reservoir. Dead end was written in red, which means it's a lie. The chapel. Oh, the angels in the chapel. The gardener angel was number 1. I remember that. Shit. I knew I should have marked that. Okay, we need a chapel. Okay. Thankfully, the chapel's a pretty common red room. That is a great spot for the den. Yoink. Locksmith, the pantry, sure. Cash money, apple. The West Wing hallway, sure. E, I think I already have it marked down. This room is E, yeah. The chapel, let's go. Okay. Gardener Angel, 1. Chef Angel. Don't know her name. Is 2. Farmer. Name unknown. Is 3. The maid. No. The sweep. Name unknown. 4. The maid is 5. It's 5. The question's way too long for my notes, Horse Angel. 6, and Royal Angel 7. I think we know the Royal Angel's name because I believe she's the one in the cloister, and the notes in the orchard name the angel statue that is currently in the cloister. Metal detector this early? Yes, please. Well, I would like to retrieve. Thank you. And back down to the tomb. Ba-ba-da-ba. It's not a bad spot for a dead end. Sure. Guest bedroom. Coin. Nothing left out in this room. Nope. Okay. Back down to the tomb. And we've already pulled Gardener. So we've activated Rinna. Oh yeah, also we've drafted 2 dead ends, so there should be like 12 gold down here. Okay, you're the equestrian. So you're the one we need to pull 6th. We need the chef. That's the royal. Gardener's been pulled. The sweep, the farmer. Chef? Farmer. Sweep. Maid. Horse. Royal. Let's go. And the catacombs. Okay. Underground map. Am I gonna have to piece these together in GIMP? Because I have screenshots of 2 pieces now. Excavation tunnel. So that the room we found this in is 7. The torch chamber. 2. Base. The concealed entrance to the basement. Yeah, so that's how we get in. I just realized my Steam overlay is not capturing. I'm very sorry. But we can't see what's beyond the reservoir yet. Oh? Thanks, Angel of Death. Anything secret back here? No. But now we're on the other. Are we? We are. Oh no, we're not. But this bypasses the flooded well. So the reservoir is available. Right? I have the reservoir set at the right. I have the reservoir set one too low. Oh, okay. The torch chamber. Rotating gear. That's the one from the mine entrance. Foundation elevator. I have to assume that's what's on the other side of the reservoir. So yeah, we can't get through here until we figure out a way to get this gear rotating. Okay. There should be a little more gold down here, right? Or was it all? No, there was 2 stacks on that table. Never mind. Oh! Didn't see this when we were initially exploring. Open only in the event of my death. Simon. So here's where it all ends, at least for me. And of all the picturesque places of this grand estate, I chose this dreary, dank dungeon to be laid to rest. And that same dim, somber fate fell upon my father and his father before him, who loved the outdoors even more than myself. They say there's no stronger bond of servitude than tradition, and family tradition, thrice as strong. These chains that seldom bend and never break. And I do wonder what plans and prospects of yours, I think so, Angel, will be sacrificed upon the family font of convention. What biography of your own will you forsake to add another page to your father's memories, or your mother's, or mine? In our youth, we are gifted with dreams and ambitions. At our death, we are left with realities and regrets. Like there's no greater sin than to perpetrate tradition that stagnates growth, that strangles purpose, that suffocates dreams. What is there to live another's life at the sake of our own? Oh, how I wish to have been buried underneath that great oak overlooking the plains, the wondrous woods, and the worldly mountains, and the wild holly that surrounds that trunk, a perpetual token of sympathy laid across my grave. What this dreadful tradition is it that dumped me in this sunless hollow? And if by morbid example this dark crypt makes any impression whatsoever on you, breathing this letter within these damp halls plants in you a seed of hope. If these words might grant you strength to bend, if not break these chains, then I would cherish this tomb more than oak and sycamore and spruce. More than the wondrous woods and worldly mountains, this cold stone room would become the most cherished place in all our domain. I would have you raise a shrine upon this spot to commemorate the moment of your liberty, to treat the sepulchre as hallowed ground, to realize that grand gestures can be as effective as they are theatric. And in turn, as recompense for the freedom thus granted to you, commit yourself to be buried here with this Mausoleum of Dreams. When the day comes to write your own letter, to inspire the next generation that follows in our footsteps. Okay. It's got a stamp. I wonder if there's any clues in the stamps he leaves. There has to be, because these aren't being mailed. So why put a stamp on them? Which means I need a magnifying glass. But more importantly, I need a damn pump room again. Sure, the drawing room, why not? The nook, the hallway. I need keys. Yoink. That is... Yoink. Going up. Nursery, corridor. Corridor, this is an awful place for a dead end. Storeroom, bedroom, nook. Storeroom, I guess. Key, gem. Oh. Kitchen, security. Log in, keycard system, settings. We're actually good on medium until I find a breaker box. Because until I can power that down, I really don't want... let's go down. The lab. I still need to pull the boiler room and the lab in the same run, so I can get that damn contraption working. Dark room, mail room. This isn't an awful spot for a powered on gym. Sure. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Sure. Lord William Epsley, Baron Thomas Sinclair, Major Nicholas Key the Fourth, Jariena, Baron Sinclair, Count. Yeah, sure, this is a fine place for the nursery. Free gem. I don't think there's any relevant clue in that book yet. Right there. I feel like should be able to interact with these. Because the note in the office mentioned all the titles on these statues. I just don't remember which one was in red. I think it was Baron? Count. really don't want to have to draft the office. Do you have to pay diamonds every time? No. If you have to pay diamonds for a room, it is just to put that room in the house. That's actually a really great spot for a passageway. The only problem is we're out of gems now, so we can't buy the pool. Mailroom. We've kept ignoring the mailroom. Order placed. You're beeping at something. Aha! Key. So we've got an order placed here, so I'll have to draft it again. More detailed. Yeah, we already found that. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravine to sender, as he is no longer employed with our staff. Oh, I need a magnifying glass. I really need a magnifying glass. Walk-in closet, bedroom. The parlor gives gems. We need gems. Yoink. Okay, what do we got? The statement on one of the other boxes would be true if you replace the word every with the word this. Every box contains gems. False, false, which means this has to be true, which means the white box. Thank you. Door is locked. Bunk bed, boudoir. Billiard room is 2 free keys. I think I'm good on keys right now, because if this door's locked, we can just circle around to the passageway. It's not even locked. Bedroom ends the run. Observatory ends the run. We need to do dark room, and we need a draft in the dark. Terrific. That one. The weight. Mixed bag. The weight room's really good for giving us access to more rooms. I just wish we didn't have to deal with its effect. Horrible place for the bedroom. All right place for the dining room. Door's locked. I need to get up to rank 8, and I need to get up to rank 8 quick. And you... Oh no, the commissary isn't a dead end. We take the commissary. We're back here again, and that is the exact same puzzle that was here last time. This is clues for the letters. Gotcha. Oh, and we got 2 coins. And we got a magnifying glass. I'll take a shovel too. Where did I put the mail room? Back there. Okay. Bedroom. Sure. Because that gets us more steps, which we desperately need. Thanks to the weight room. Can't be opening any doors that do not move us up ranks, though. Because what I really need is dinner. The archives. Sure. Does make things moderately harder. But should work out fine. That key. Door's locked. The ballroom, the billiard room, or an archive floor plan. Let's try the archive. The closet. Thanks, game. Love to see it. So we did get food. Let's go eat. Wood-fired pizza. And another 10 steps if you have a furnace. Nah. Okay, and let's go see what's north of the art. Let's try this door. The pool. Good. Door's locked. Door's locked. Show me the pump room, please. Courtyard. We did buy a shovel. A few old coins. Yeah, key cards are still online. Pump room, thank you. So now have to do is the fountain. Drain all that. Wait, no. Because we've been using the kitchen, which is hooked into tank 2. We need that tank drained. Doesn't really matter how full the fountain gets. We have another way in. That. Drain the kitchen. Then to neutral, just to make sure I don't screw this up. Drain one from the fountain. Then to neutral. Put the buffer back into the kitchen. Then there we go. We are able to use the reservoir now. This door was locked. We can leave it see if we can find another new room up here. I actually want to keep a key on me just in case. So, we did need to go to the mail room because there was stuff in the mail room we need a magnifying glass for. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? I don't have a green Kirk there. Denny Ravane stole. Mail. Maybe. Okay. So, oh. Okay, so now we need to head out. Here. Drawing room. Entrance. Denny Ravane. That was the guy who was living in the hovel, right? I guess we can check the next run. Seeing as how this one's just about over. Down here. I also want to... Aries. Orinda Aries is the royal angel. That seems important. I don't know. Orinda Aries seems to be a royal angel. She's got the wings. She's one of the angels in the chapel. Who knows? Maybe I dude. And it was Aries who was beside the secret entrance. Oh, coins from all the dead ends. Sick. Don't know what we're gonna do with that. Who knows? Maybe there's rooms down here. I have heard rumors of a casino, so you never know. We could be able to go gambling. Abandoned mine. So now the reservoir is at the right. Thank you. We can take the boat, finally. Oh my god. Am I in charge of this, or is this a cutscene? This is a cutscene. And now that we have access to the other side, if we can find a way to open a path to the other side, our next step is going to be draining the reservoir. This is walled off. No, we can't do anything with it like that. But we finally have access to a rotator. For this room. And I've got a feeling I already know what the solution is going to be here. Up. But we need to be in a spot where we can get out of there. Does this work? Oh, this is another rotate. Okay. We can get over to this. The full underground map. Thank you. 9 to the north lever. Found a secret floor plan. We like to permanently add mechanarium to your drafting pool. Mechanarium has one door for each cog room in your house. Sure. So get me out of here. Because I think I know what we have to do. And I think I have just enough steps to do it. We can go. Is this going to be a cutscene every time? Oh boy. And we don't need to lower it all the way, it looks like. Because that's off the ground a bit. Although the stairs do go right down. Okay. And this game has a trophy for solving it in one day. I know there's a lot of knowledge checks here that I'm learning about over the course of multiple days, but that really seems like an RNG hellhole to try and pull that off. Almost all the way. Ride the boat again. Come on. Go a little faster, please. Really put your back into the rowing, dude. Come on. Row. 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 Come on, man. All right. I believe so. I think unlocking the Mechanarium was a permanent upgrade. That's not it. We do that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Over here. This counts as the reservoir now. This doesn't cost steps. Sweet. Pull lever to give us this. Which gets us over here. Which... Oh, it gets us into a little secret room. I see. Assay 502. Scripps and Rutherford Company Excavating Department. Foreman's Log 608, 1918. After almost 3 years in the tunnels, S&R has informed me they'll be closing up the site in June. It's been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of that work with the world. Maybe one day. Still, there is a significant amount of work that is yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal the tunnels next month, maybe many generations before they're reopened. Okay. So now we have access to 3. I know what we have to do. Oh, we can only spin one way? Really? If I right click? No. Okay. I get it. I just need to be able to get back. We need to drop this. Yes. Yes, it's all coming together. Turn. We need to turn it the long way. The really long way. Don't know what's going on. We've got access to that room over there. Which the map says is the north lever. Which should mean that this unlocks room 46. We just need to make it to the antechamber. Underpass. The red box in the boiler room. Boiler room. Red box. Underpass. Okay. The shitty part is the boiler room's a pretty rare, room. Push this open. The walls keep popping up. They sure do. The inner sanctum, the north lever. There it is. We've opened the door to room 46. God, hopefully that stays open. We can't use these doors. No. Shit, I hope that is permanent progression. Because we are going to run out of steps on our way back into the house. Definitely can't make it to the antechamber from where we are right now. This has... Why would we want to rotate from here? The only thing we can get to is that. Which... Been there, been there, been there, been there. Curious. Dude couldn't leave an apple down here or something? Then there's this. Which... I think has to be another way in. Problem is, we're gonna run out of steps in the tomb, I think. We're not even gonna make it to above ground. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna hit the abandoned mines. Torch chamber. What if there's like a lighter item or something? The coat check's gonna... I just drained the coat check. Yeah, we hit tomb 0. Call it a day. All right. So, what do we do? Red Manor? It just falls over like a sack of potatoes? Yep. Just a red manor. I don't think we found any new rooms. Oh no, we found the tomb, the catacomb, and the underpass, yeah. Oh, and the foyer. Save and continue. Okay, so There's a lot of mysteries in the outer rooms right now. The allowance. And there's still one permanent addition we haven't found. Okay, so what do we get for our outer rooms today? Schoolhouse, root cellar, hovel. Let's take the schoolhouse. I haven't seen the schoolhouse. Adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Herbie. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who have spent our afternoons here will readily admit we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Rainton Elementary would be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer, of course, is incomparable to Miss Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor, who I might add forced me to give this speech. So I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more than I'll admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for visiting your father's footsteps and building Reddington yet another school, and for allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. Decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow when he hears children running through his halls. I would give Miss Peterson her gift. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today, whom I've not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught, and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have had a lifetime of quiet peace, and yet what is all the peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and I'm still staying in 8 months. I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Miss Peterson her gift. Within a timely manner. The last pipe. What does this do? The foundation elevator. That was... Where was that on... I need my screenshots. That hooked in to the basement. Okay, we no longer need any rooms to access the basement. We don't need the tomb. We don't need that. We've got all these open. This should send us straight down. The reservoir is already set. Ugh. goes through here. Foreman's log. As our client, Thomas Sinclair, suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much larger arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible. But after only a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we've uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we've surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leads deeper into the mountain and has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with rocks and debris. The site is either much older than we first assumed, or someone has deliberately had these chambers buried. Okay. EMT. The chess pieces. Oh, I need to keep track of where the chess pieces spawn. Okay. I should have been keeping track of that. I knew they looked like they were important. Foreman's copy. Realm and something. Sigils of... era, other natural... Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They've been found in every era and every culture, and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today, when we use the term sigil, we are specifically referring to realm sigils, true circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. Passing glyph, iconography of the realm's royal art, image of a leafless burning tree, seen in geometric lines, each line, story, special meanings. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the divining lines, the motes, and the border. The core. Raise. Motes. Tribal. Okay. Raise from the core, splitting the image. Ship routes, carriages, locomotion, wavy lines, windy. Each sigil flowing between the rays are small figures called motes. From these... Okay. Borders. 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Red banners, martial, bog. Red banner, martial, bog. Okay. I've screenshotted basically every page in that book. So you need to pay attention to chess piece locations. Note to self, if I ever say something looks like it could be important, take fucking notes of it. Because I distinctly remember in the first stream saying I wonder if those chess pieces are important. And same with the angels. I was like, I wonder if the angels having numbers is important. Now I'll mark them down when they become important. If I just had them, we wouldn't have wasted steps last time finding a chapel. There's no chess pieces in the entry. Getting a library right off the bat is very good, especially since we have a book waiting for us. These ones all still remain blank. Swimbird. I am a dare bird, a daring brave bird. Diving so deep bird, arrive on the wave bird. There's not a dare I would not do, there's not a depth I would not dive. However, my friends are not very open. The idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That's what they say when looking at me. You're not a seabird, you're not a swim bird. If you are a friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends, for they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim. I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. I dare not dream, I dare not speak, or maybe my friends won't like the real me. Say goodbye to my dreams on the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Okay. Jones. Oh, Simon's old writing. Bert Sinclair. The attic, the commissary, the freezer. The freezer's just an awful... You know, sure, the attic. Why not? Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's one. That's two. The vault key, deposit box key. 4, 5, 6. The broken lever for the greenhouse. 7. And the shovel makes 8. Oh, did my... Okay, VOD viewers, my internet has been on the fritz for like the past 2 weeks. And normally it's fine. But because it's normally like a morning and midday kind of thing. The internet's just dropped on me while I was streaming. So I'm gonna keep going because this is a VOD and I'm locally recording. But I am pissed. Okay, Miss Marigold, thank you so much for giving our editors the opportunity to consider your illustrated children's book, The Red Prince.
You still got internet?
No,